Hi Cancers, so I am doing your reading for the month of July 2025. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy, okay? So really quickly, before we dive into your reading, and I've got to sort out your deck anyway, I'd just like to take a quick moment to thank Otter Spirit, the beautiful company behind the gemstone bracelets that I'm wearing today. Now, each piece is infused with intention, and honestly, they have become such a grounding and heart-opening part of my practice. On their website, which you will find their link for in my description box below, you're going to find really special collections such as the Love Pack, the Self-Love Pack, Prosperity Pack, Protection, anything that you need, okay? Their bracelets are specifically designed to meet all of your needs. So you can use my code, which again, the copy of my code is going to be in the description box below, which is Phoenix Tarot 20, and that's going to get you a really sweet little gift at their checkout, because you also deserve something magical too. So, what is going on for your energies for this month? Well, your first card out is the Dreamer, which would be akin to the Fool, okay? And it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. So, you're starting off this month, I feel, with this sense of being invigorated, okay? This sense of, do you know what? I really want to try something new. I want to give it my all. I'm going to give it my best shot, okay? It's the Fool. It's taking that risk, taking that gamble. It's really sort of listening to your higher self, like, yes, this is a good idea, this is a good plan, okay? The Fool would be considered being a yes card. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Spring, which is the equivalent to the Five of Wands. And it says, opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, and overly ambitious people. So, here's the thing, Cancers. With this being the strongest overall energy, it does imply that there is a disagreement here between yourself and another individual. I don't feel that this is an internal conflict for most of you. For some of you, it could be an internal conflict, but for the most part, I feel that this is a conflict with another individual. They're not wanting for you to do something new. They're not wanting for you to go off on this adventure or to take whatever this particular risk is all about. And I feel that their issue with this being the Five of Spring is to do with control, okay? I feel that someone is afraid that they're losing control over you. Someone is afraid that you're developing or you're practicing this sense of self, this desire to do something that is purely for yourself, okay? Another person really, really doesn't like that. And so they're likely going to cause you some problems here, okay? Okay, so let's take a deeper look into this Fool energy, this Dreamer. So can you tell us more about this Dreamer for Cancers, please? Tell us more. The Hangman. Okay, the Hangman. Here's the thing. With the Hangman saying for you to change up your perspective, I feel that the perspective that you're needing to change up is to do with why this individual is causing issues for you. They're being overly ambitious while basically finger pointing at you and saying, no, Cancers, it's you that's being too ambitious, right? That's how this energy feels, because you're being told to take another look. Take another look. Why do you want this? And why do they want you to not do this? Take a deeper look into that, because it might just surprise you. Can you tell us more? Thank you. Yeah. Look, the Five of Cups. It's coming out squiffy. Somebody knows that if you go off and do your own thing here, which you've every right to do, they know that they stand to lose out with that Five of Cups coming out squiffy. So they're going to have to start looking after themselves. They're going to have to start supporting themselves, right? They're afraid of what they're going to lose out on if you have this new beginning. Now, for you, internally, I feel that you're worried and concerned about, well, I really want to do this new thing, but I'm worried about it going wrong. Okay, so you're being told to look at what it is that you do have, look at rather than what you don't have, and also look at the possibility of what could go right instead of being focused on what could go wrong. Because if you take a closer look at that card, he's looking down at these 3 cups here that have spilt over, okay, and he's not really paying much attention to what is still available to him behind him, okay? So that's why you're being told to focus on what could go right instead of being focused on those spilt cups. So your internal energies, the Queen of Winter, yeah, strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. It says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Okay, so yeah, literally you're being told, look, you have to put whatever the content of this Fool energy is, you have to put that as your single utmost priority right now. Okay, letting go of whoever this individual is that is causing you problems, deliberately creating arguments because they're worried about losing control over you. You literally, even your own instincts are telling you to release that person. They're not your responsibility, right? Yeah, the King of Wands. The King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of Pentacles coming through. And also 2 Kings. A King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. There could be multiple different people involved with this situation, Cancers. Or this could be 2 different facets of yourself, with this being your internal energies. So this one would be what you want to do, and this one over here would be what you need to do. Right? It's like you're temporarily putting on pause all of the stuff that you want to do in favor of focusing on these pentacles here. It's very likely as well that some Cancerians will be starting a new job this month or starting a new business. We do definitely have a lot of self-starting energy going on within your reading, Cancers, especially with the Fool and the King of Wands and then the Ace of Pentacles as well. And it's in your internal energies. It's like you know that you can handle this, you know that you can do this, you know that you can make this plan, this idea of yours a huge success, right? You don't need anyone's validation to tell you, yeah, go do this thing, go try it, right? And I very much suspect that some of you guys are starting up your own business. And then you've got another person off to your side who's heavily reliant upon you for literally absolutely everything, and they're worried about you taking your attention away from them, because now you're giving yourself attention. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your business. You're investing in your career, whatever this is. And you're not investing in them. And that's why they're inventing arguments here and causing as much disruption as physically possible. You see, they're hoping that you're just going to throw your hands up and go, oh, fine, fuck it then. I won't do it, right? It's weaponized helplessness. That's the energy that I'm picking up off of someone else here, Cancers, is weaponized helplessness. And they're using that to try and make you feel like crap, basically. So, with this message here, you know deep down that you have to do everything that it takes in order to invest in yourself, right? There's the start of something new here that you're not going to allow anyone else to ruin that for you. Because potentially you know that whatever this is that you're starting here, whatever this is that you're doing, it could set you up for the rest of your life with this Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy. That's why it's so fucking important. It could set you up for the rest of your life. This is long-term stability, long-term security, right? It is abundance, and it's a lot of growth. Like, Cancers, you're on the path towards an abundance of growth. And you've got one person, I feel it's one person, that's trying to come between yourself and your own ambitions here. And that's not fair, it's not right, and it's not on. So what is in your blind spot? What is it that's coming around the corner that you don't see coming? The Seven of Winter. Yeah, so that's the equivalent to the Seven of Swords. And this one says there is a better choice not seeing things clearly and running away from the truth. So I don't feel that it's you that's running away from the truth, Cancers. I really, really don't. I feel that this is you trying to get another person to see things from your perspective, to see things from your point of view. And they're not listening. They don't want to look at it, okay? There is certainly mental gymnastics here that's going on, right? There certainly is. So what's right around the corner? You probably expected this person to support you. They're not going to do that. They're going to engage in invented arguments. They're going to try and make you feel as uncomfortable as they possibly can about you wanting to indulge in your own ambitions. They're going to try and stop you. When that doesn't work, they're going to engage in circular arguments, word salad, mental gymnastics, any other cliched, abusive sentence you want to put to that. They are abso-friggin-lutely going to try. Tell us more about this, please, for Cancers. Yeah, see the Five of Pentacles. I couldn't make it up. The Five of Pentacles. Lack energy. Lack energy. They say misery loves company, right? Can you tell us more for this, please? Be prepared to have this person actively try and sabotage your attempts, Cancers. Okay. Three of Swords off center. A sabotage. Look at it. In your blind spot. Seven of Winter. It's a Seven of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords off center. They are actively gonna try and sabotage what you've got going on with this brand new beginning. With you trying to embrace your true life purpose. I don't feel that this is you doing this to yourself at all, Cancers. I genuinely don't. I really don't. I'm feeling that external energy super, super, super strong. This is someone who is heavily reliant upon you, heavily dependent upon you, because it's that learnt or weaponized helplessness. They're acting like a toddler. They're being incredibly, incredibly selfish. They are only focused on how they feel. They're not looking at how you might feel. They're focused on how they feel, how hurt they feel, how betrayed they feel, or how ignored they're feeling. They haven't stopped once to think about what kind of effect this might have on you. They've not considered that for a single second. Now, I don't know who this person is. I don't know who they are to you. I'm not going to be able to tell you that, because I can only read the strongest overall energies. It's someone in your close vicinity, I can tell you that much. And you already know, because this person is constantly reliant solely upon you to do everything for them. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Pisces, an Aries, a Libra. I'm not really feeling that Libra energy. I mean, you've got two cards for Aquarius that's out here. So you've got heavy Aquarius and a wee bit of Pisces energy going on. That's the energies that are mostly jumping for me. What's currently working against you at this point in time in this situation? The moon. The moon is what's working against you. Now, in its positive aspects, and it's not in its positive aspects because it's what's working against you. It says powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So with it being what's working against you, that's somebody deliberately trying to confuse you, to pull the wool over your eyes. Someone deliberately trying to I want to say like blowing out your light, blowing out your candle. You know, that spark, that hope, that determination that you feel towards doing this new thing that you got going on here. This is basically the other person trying to blow out that particular spark of yours, with that moon being what is working against you. What also is working against you, Cancers, I hate to say it, it's that deep empathy that you feel towards others. Whoever this is, they know how incredibly empathic you are and how quickly you feel guilty about certain shit. And they're going to try and tap into that and make you feel as guilty as possible. Because the moon is a really deep feeling, subconscious energies. Can you tell us more about this? Thank you. Yeah, the Knight of Cups off center. It's emotional. It's emotional blackmail. That's what's working against you. You might fall into that trap of falling for the emotional blackmail, of the guilt trip that this individual's about to lay on you. And trust me when I say this, Cancers, they're about to lay it on thick. The fact that it's difficult for kind, empathic individuals such as yourself to disconnect temporarily emotionally, that is exactly what makes you vulnerable to this sort of attack, as it were. Okay? So be aware of that, because once you're aware of that, it gives you back your power. Right? So what is working for you? The 6 of spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So that is what is working in your favor at this point in time. That's literally the Lord of Success. Getting that pay rise, getting that promotion, getting recognized, getting the accolades, the rewards of your hard work, right? It's that sense of fulfillment and accomplishment that comes through doing a job well done, through you taking those risks, through you putting in the effort, through you putting in the work, right? It's that sense of accomplishment that follows after that. And it's very possible that the right types of people are going to recognize what this is that you're doing here, Cancers. They're going to be very supportive of you, of what this is that you're doing. Yeah. Ace of Cups. And the fact that whatever this new beginning is, it is a cause that you care about. It's a cause that is very, very close to your heart. And that's where your power lies. That's where your power lies. Because when you care enough about something, you're not going to allow anyone to sabotage that. What else? Yeah, and look, another 6 of Wands, you see? 6 of Wands times 2. You're being guaranteed massive success here, Cancers. In the meanwhile, you are going to have to temporarily disconnect yourself emotionally so that this individual is not going to be able to try and reel you back in. You have to stay focused here because it's going to be worth it. And you know it feels right as well. You know that the path that you're on, it feels right. It feels good. It feels like it is full of promise. It's like you've not felt this way about anything in many, many, many years. You know, that sense of hope. That sense of, do you know what? I should have done this years ago. It's been a long time since you last felt that way about anything. And when it comes down to this new beginning, this new project or career or whatever this is, you're getting that feeling and you're like, yeah, I know I am put on the planet to do this exact thing. Like literally, Cancers, you cannot afford to allow anyone else to sabotage this for you. It doesn't matter who they are to you. You cannot allow anyone else to sabotage this for you. You just can't do it. It's literally part of your life purpose here. What's under there? The Chariot, literally your major arcana at the bottom of the deck. The card of victory. You got multiple victories here, multiple successes. Remain strong and determined. Remain stronger than your feelings. Can you have a healing message for Cancers, please? Healing message, thank you. Yeah, literally another one of your cards is coming out. It says Cancer and distraction. Right, let's give you the full healing message for this one. It's number 4. Right. it says, do not get distracted from your goal. Hold your focus. That is worth in being aware of all of your options and being calm. Do not be goaded into chaos. Be strategic in solving your problem, but you must take action. Yes. And then the words of power that comes with this card is, I am focused on my goals and intentions. So when that trouble meets you around the corner, say it in your head or say it out loud if needs be. I am focused on my goals and intentions. Okay? Right, what else? Let's take a look. Let's get some messages from the universe. Also, if you've managed to make it this far into the reading and you've not yet subscribed, then why on earth not? I definitely would appreciate you sending me some love on my clicky click buttons below. That would be absolutely fantastic. 43% of my viewers are not actually subscribed to the channel. So yeah, I definitely would appreciate the interaction. Also, while you're down there, you might have noticed that your comment section is still unfortunately switched off at the moment. The reasons being, I have explained in my description box below, Cancers. Your comment section and some of the signs, it goes through a bit of a cycle. Like I had it with Virgo for a while. I had it with them for about maybe 3 years solid. And then it moved on to Leo, and Leo had problems for a bit. And now it seems to be your sign, Cancers. So every once in a while, a certain sign of the zodiac, for whatever reason, is going to get an onslaught, and I mean an absolute onslaught of pure hate from other people. I don't know why that is, but your sign more recently has been particularly problematic for a lot of really disgusting comments, and I might even have to put Leo under the same treatment of turning off their comments for a while as well. I'm keeping a really close watch on them. I don't know when the comments are going to go back on. I'm just basically biding my time and waiting for the trolls to get bored. Because when they realize they're not going to get anywhere, they move on to someone else's channel. It then becomes a problem elsewhere. It's the only way I can handle it. And in the meanwhile, my Cancerian collective has been kept safe away from the onslaught, and I mean an absolute onslaught of hatred. That's my priority. So that's why the comments are off. Like I said, I don't know when the comments can go back on. I keep a close check on absolutely everything to do with this channel. I have to. So yeah, just before anyone sends me emails, that's what's going on. But back to your reading. Don't forget to subscribe though, Cancers. Back to your reading. When going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You have overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. Yeah. So what they're saying there is, look, you have faced so many challenges before and you're still here. You're still living. You're still breathing. That means that you defeated those particular challenges, right? There is no challenge that is stronger than you. You've overcome before, you will overcome again. What else for Cancers? Okay, I just have to give one more and then we're going to take from the middle of the deck. There you go. Right. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? Okay. So, your internal work, Cancers. It says, how does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you're worthy? Do you believe you're capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You're worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul action: take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs that you need to upgrade in order to create... Oh, I lost my place there. Are there any beliefs that you need to upgrade to create the results that you're wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because... ... Okay, so what is your relationship to money? And how is that affecting your goals and your ambitions? They say if you imagine money as a flowing river, and you're standing in the middle of that flowing river, so the money flows to you, it flows through you, and then past you. It's a nice flow because it's energy, okay? Here's the thing, Cancers. You're also being told to stop buying shit that you don't need to impress people that you don't like. So there is definitely issues here to do with money and your relationship with money, okay? So stop buying shit that you don't need to impress people that you don't like, because those shitty people don't matter. And they won't care if and when you cry bankrupt. Okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with further information and links to do with Otter Spirit as well. They're absolutely fantastic company. I love them. They're just incredible. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Also, a very happy birthday as well, because we are in Cancer season. So yeah, very, very, very happy birthday to you all. I hope you have a fantastic birthday, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.